Everybody, welcome. It's great to have you here this week. I'm super excited to share with you just some things that have been that I've been working through and practicing in my own life. And as we have been talking about this entire month about creating the life we want, thinking the life we want, looking at our habits, and just coming into a place where we're truly living in alignment with what our heart wants to do and finding balance. So this whole month has been about balance and flow and just coming into our own through balancing out some of the negativity in our life with goodness and really looking at our habits and our thoughts. So I wanted to share with you something that has been really important in my life for many, many years. And it's the concept of, are we willing as humans to give and receive equally? And I know for me, I am a giver, I am a doer, I'm a shaker, I am constantly in action and in movement. It's very difficult for me to receive. It's been something I've worked on, especially over the last maybe 3 years, having to have some significant surgeries and stuff. I needed help. I needed financial help. I needed physical help. I needed emotional help. And so I've really had to put aside this I can do everything by myself attitude and be willing to receive. So as the years have gone on in the past maybe 10 years, I have been pushing myself through the space of action and doing, which is a very male energy. It's some of our energy centers that are more action oriented, especially the solar plexus, which is our fire in our belly. And so I've spent many, many years with the fire in my belly and stoking that fire and doing and creating and becoming all that I am. And I'm super proud of it, wouldn't trade it for anything. But I realized earlier this year in January, as I was setting my intention, I needed to balance that with receptivity, with receiving something. And so I wanted cooler energy. I wanted to move into more of the female energy side of our bodies, which is more lunar, it's cooler, it's softer, it's much less active. And when we come into the terms of the yogi side of things, we have these energy bodies. We have our male and female energy bodies, and they intercross over our chakras. And so the male energy is typically from the right side, and it is our dominant energy. It's dominant meaning not that our male energy is always more dominant, but it's that dominating energy. It's the, I'm going to go out and do it. I'm just going to get it done. And it's our actions. It's somewhat forceful. It's hot. It's very solar energy. It's big and bright. Our lunar energy is much more passive. It's much more cool and calm and receptive. And you can just see as I talk about it, the animation that I feel towards the right side. I love action. I love doing. But I've realized to balance myself, I have to have that willingness to receive. And so the yoga practice this week is going to be based around some of that, some around, am I willing to give? What am I giving the world today? And what am I going to receive? And here's what I believe. I believe that our exhales and our inhales are so metaphorically connected to the fact that as you exhale, I inhale. So what you give, I receive. And that is the fundamental truth of oneness. And so when we come into this concept of giving and receiving this week, I want you to think about, what is it that you are going to give today that you have an abundance of, and what are you willing to receive? So for today's meditation, I want you to get super quiet. Make sure there's no distractions. Be still with yourself long enough to ask yourself a couple questions. First question, what do I have an abundance of today? What do I want to give the world today? And I want you to picture that you're holding in your right hand that which you have so much in your heart today. And it's going to change from day to day. And this is a beautiful practice to do for a few weeks at a time and just really get connected to your heart. And so I want you to see in your heart what you have a lot of today. And it could be things like patience, joy, happiness, laughter, compassion, hope. You might have a lot of hope today. And so there are people in this world that have very little hope. And just to know that by taking your hand, dipping it into your heart filled with hope and sprinkling it into the world, you are giving something to someone else, which is the truest form of metta. So we dip into our heart and we give away what we have an abundance of. So in your meditation, I want you, the first thing to ask yourself is, what do I have an abundance of today? And then listen. And I want you to circulate that out. What do I have an abundance of today? I have an abundance of compassion. And that looks like understanding others' pain. It looks like being kind to those who need it most. Being tender. I have a lot of that to give, and I'm just taking and I'm symbolically dipping into my heart and I'm giving away compassion. And I want you to sit with that for a while and just know that with the intention of your heart space, you are giving something to the world. You have no idea who needs it, and it doesn't matter, but you're giving it, you're open. And now I want you to sit with yourself and ask yourself in a very quiet, still space, what is it that I need today? And then listen. And with your left hand, I want you to reach out and pull it into your heart. And then reach out and pull it in. I guarantee you this, that whatever it is that you need, someone else has given. So be okay with taking some. Be okay with taking a sense of belonging. Be okay with receiving tenderness, with patience, with understanding, with love. Receive it. It's yours. And what happens is when we find 5 minutes to sit with, what are we giving the world? What am I willing to receive? All of a sudden there is this harmonious balance that comes into our existence. And we're equally giving and receiving, and we're in harmony. And when we're in harmony, magic happens. What are you willing to receive? What are you giving away? Find balance and then wait for the magic to happen. It's a beautiful practice. So enjoy. We're closing up this month of balance. We have so much goodness to come in September. It is probably my favorite month for many reasons, but the lessons that are coming in September are fabulous. So what am I giving? What am I willing to receive? Stay with that. Write it down. Feel it. Be it. Throw it out there. I like to picture I have glitter and I'm just sprinkling goodness, and I'm also willing to receive and take in. So as always, I'm super grateful for every single one of you, and I enjoy you, and I can't wait to see you soon. I'll talk to you later.